college football with a showcase high-profile interconference showdown. It's the Tulane Green Wave and the Duke Blue Devils. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
For the Duke Blue Devils, you might have known this school for basketball, but wait just a minute. Football is making some noise. Coming off an ACC championship game appearance last year and a title, they are primed to make another run. 6-2 in the league last season. Manny Diaz has his team ascending. Can they replace their quarterback? That's the big question as they get ready to kick things off here in Wallace Wade Stadium. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Blue Devils will kick off first, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Tulane's offense comes onto the field first today. And here comes the sophomore running back. He has become a key piece of this offense.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of...
Turning it on! Got enough for the first. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
They're going to ride this running back.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls it on the option. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. He'll get rid of it. Soft spot in the middle. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
QB draw. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Looking to throw on first down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
You know, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McClure. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of... We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line. Set up with a red zone opportunity. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. He goes right back to the air. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now the play fake. The throw. He's got the tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Tulane! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
You talk about ball control offense. This offense just held the ball for the whole first quarter and then some. Strung a drive together, making the great plays when they needed them. That's a great opening statement from this offense.
For the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Blue Devils offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Going to be interesting to see how they use him throughout this game, because this linebacking crew can be exploited. From the gun, the ground game. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Puts it out of the air. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. Now we get a timeout from the Blue Devils. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the 1st down. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Now facing a 3rd and long. They want to throw it. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Running inside, it's McClure. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, not much room to run. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace Wade Stadium.
Just about ready to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer.
Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
Looking to the big tight end. Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You've got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from, and all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down. It's complete. Snags it, and there's running room. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one.
And sometimes offenses, man, they get caught up with numbers and they need to do so many runs, so many passes. I like when you just trust your quarterback. Like back-to-back explosive passing plays. Let him do his thing. Let him drop back, read the defense, dissect it, and make big plays.
Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Here comes the heat. Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Blue Devils! Sometimes you're hesitant to use your quarterback as a runner, not when your quarterback runs like this.
You're dang right. I'm going to use him. I'm going to use him early and often. The dude can run so well, can make you miss. Do you worry about him getting dinged up throughout a game? Sure, but when you can do things like that, it makes your offense so much stronger.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The run inside. It's McClure. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The play action fake. Makes the catch. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think the biggest thing you're probably disappointed in on offense is your lack of success running the football. And they've tried to give this guy the ball a few times in this game. Here we are in the 4th quarter. Still not a lot to show for it. Game really close in this juncture, and you just wonder how many more times are they going to give him a try handing the ball off.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires on the move. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, they're trailing in this game late. The defense knows it, so they're playing for pass. 2 plays ago, they get the sack. This time, they force an incompletion. Not a lot the offense can do here to catch him off guard. They're just going to have to make a huge play here on 4th down.
The kick is on its way. Not a lot of room to make this catch. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Makes the quick grab. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Are you surprised? Right, I'm going for my main guy. That's my dude out wide that I can trust. This is a moment where it's about trust, right? Late in the football game, we got to make plays. He goes to his go-to guy and makes a big play.
Right down the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Now we get a timeout from the Blue Devils. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick completion to the right. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Blue Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. There's some room. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. And here comes the field goal unit. This for the lead and very likely the win. It's good! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker. And he has to come through, and Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic. But there's no college kicker situation here. He drills that right through the uprights, and David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
And he's going to bring it out. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. He wants a big play here late. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it.